everybody, how are you today? I just thought that I would film a video on why I think Lady Bird is an important film. It's not the most original concept, but it's an important film to me, and I just thought I'd explain why. I've seen it in theaters 5 times now, and I've seen the ending 6 times. I came early to to one of the screenings, and they were still playing it the previous time. But I really think that it is an important film for this time. I mean, I'm a little bit biased. I'm 17 years old, turning 18, graduating, so it's kind of that kind of period in my life. I think that it couldn't have come at a better time for me personally, but I think that there are elements to this film that will positively affect perhaps a lot of the cinesphere, if not that, then just society and moviegoers. It has this innocence and vulnerability about it that hasn't been seen in film before, like maybe ever. It takes place in 2002 to 2003. By the way, this is going to be a spoiler-free review, but 2002 to 2003, and it's got this nostalgia about it. Mind you, I was a wee baby at the time, but some other classic films that came out in 2002 were Cadet Kelly, Get a Clue, The Hot Chick. It shows that there were normal people then. A lot of films sort of serve as a time capsule, you know, when they're not period pieces, but they're set in the year that they're made. And the films from 2002 are all, you know, strappy heels and reflective material and that sort of failed reprise of 60s mod style. I went to see the film because I love Greta Gerwig. Like, I love Noah Baumbach films, and she's in a lot of those. I love Frances Ha, and also Damsels in Distress, which is a little bit lesser known, but it's also phenomenal. So I didn't go in it. I went in pretty early, actually. It was still in previews, and where I live, there's like theaters that show films a little bit before they technically come out, and so it was before it was the best reviewed film of all time. I just went in because it was directed by Greta Gerwig, and so I figured it's probably going to be pretty good. And it was so moving that, I mean, as I said earlier, I went back 4 more times. And I noticed one little error in the film, which I'm not going to point out because I don't want to ruin it for anyone. Lady Bird is realistic, and I think that it really hits close to home for almost anybody who watches it because, well, as I said, high school senior over here, so she's pretty much living my life. I have a lot in common with the protagonist, but you watch it and you see elements of all of your friends' lives and elements of your family life. Obviously not anything specific, I mean sometimes, but mostly it's just sort of this overall feeling that whoever made this movie really understands life and understands film. I think Saoirse Ronan was the most brilliant casting for Christine because she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, jaw-dropping, glamorous, lovely, 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 but she's not that sort of polished teen movie kind of star who has skin that's 3 inches thick. She's just, I can't cite the specific interview, but one time she said she's lucky because she's been able to be picky about the films that she's been in, and she's never had to play the female part. She's not playing the manic pixie dream girl, she's not playing the romantic lead, she's playing a character. And Lady Bird takes that even further, I think, because she really, the film showcases that it's okay to be greasy and rude and terrible sometimes, and it's okay to not have a perfect family life. It can get better, and sometimes boys will lie. When it all comes down to it, you'll always have yourself to find solace in. Some really important points about the film, which I haven't read a lot of reviews, but I don't know if these are talked about a lot, are how little airbrushing is done upon the actors. Lady Bird has greasy hair for a lot of it. It's half grown out and dyed pink, and you can see she's got a little bit of acne on her face, much like myself. And the older folks in the film have wrinkles, and they're humans. When Timothée Chalamet is first featured on film, there's that instant infatuation that everyone in the audience has, and I think that's a very important scene as well, because it doesn't make you feel separated from the character. You're feeling what she's feeling when she's feeling it, and he's kind of horrible. He's stupid and pretentious, but that's kind of what you want in a high school relationship. You want someone who's laid back and over the top into whatever they're into. Because it's simple. It's not as complicated as an adult relationship, and it may not end the same way an adult relationship would. I think Greta Gerwig has somehow managed to do something very magical and encompassed the ultimate senior year. Not in that it's perfect as an experience. She goes through so many tribulations. But the experiences that she has, the conversations that she has, are so ubiquitous within high school students, at least from my experience. This is such a pivotal time in everybody's life. I hate to generalize here, but you're transitioning from an extreme to another extreme, and it's hard, and there's so much to think about. And you don't want to get distracted either, thinking too hard about where you're going next, because this is the end of youth, and you don't want to waste it. So I didn't really film this video for any specific purpose. I just kind of wanted to talk about why I love this film so much. And I went to the cinema and I asked them to reserve a poster for me because they were going to throw it out at the end, so it's going to be one of my prized possessions when it's here. And should anybody, any member of the cast or crew, ever see this video, I just wanted to say a huge thank you, because this film has changed my life. Thank you.